Hey guys, welcome back to another week of SJ Games Live. Today we're mixing up a little bit. We're going to show you Munchkin Wonderland. Now, we get a lot of questions about this one. Munchkin Wonderland, what's different than regular Munchkin? Because it isn't a standard Munchkin game. The thing that's special about Munchkin Wonderland is it's perfect for families and people that are new to Munchkin that aren't really ready for full-on Munchkin rules, maybe like kids, things like that. And this is going to be an easier game for them to learn. I'll give you a rundown of the rules here. Let's take a look at the board. So, first off, you'll notice it's very, very colorful, and it's a lot more busy than a normal Munchkin board. Busy in a good way. It's very colorful and eye-catching. So, what this is, it's a board where you're actually moving around and trying to fight monsters based on where you're landing on the board. You're doing that by rolling a die. So, let's say I'm the purple player. So, you get 6 cardboard standees. You get to play 2 to 6 players. But it plays a little bit quicker, I'd say, than regular Munchkin. Everyone starts here at the entrance, so I'm going to be purple, and we're just going to go through what purple might do. So I rolled, I got a 1. So I can choose which direction I want to go in. As you can see, there's a few different branching paths here. I'm going to choose this direction. This space means I roll again. So I would just roll again. I roll a 1. That's a blank space. That's just a nothing, you just stay there. Now, if I'd rolled a 2 and landed here, that's a treasure space, and that would let me draw a treasure. Treasure's kind of the key to this game. Everyone actually starts with 3 different treasure cards. So in this case, I've got the White Rabbit's Pocket Watch, Alice, and the Caterpillar's Mushroom. Some of the cards will have bonuses on them, like a +3 bonus, a +4 bonus here on the Rabbit and the Friend. Some of them are called Friends, which are kind of like allies in Munchkin. The difference is you can have 2 friends in play rather than just 1 ally. And you've got cards like this, the Caterpillar's Mushroom. Play this card to reroll a die that you just rolled. So there's some one-time use effects. There are other ones that stay in play and give you a bonus. If you're an experienced Munchkin player, you might notice, oh, that's a bonus, like a +3 or +4, that goes into monster fighting, and you would be correct. If you land on a spot like this, or you land in one of these rooms here, these are monster rooms. So in this game, the catch is you're not just kicking down the door and deciding when you want to fight monsters. It's when you land on certain spaces. So let's see. If I roll here, I would have to stop, if I chose to go this direction, I'd have to stop in the White Queen's room. The White Queen has a set power. So she's a power 5, and then has this little cute monster symbol. And that means you would draw a card from the monster deck and add it to her power. So in this case, I drew the Cheshire Cat. So that's a +5 to monster, so she's a total power of 10. So I'm fighting a 10. And then my power is 1, 2, 3, and then 4 from this, so it's 7. And I would roll a die to add to that power. So as you can see, it's already a little bit different than standard Munchkin. So I got an 11. I beat the monster's power, so that means I've defeated the monster. I've defeated the White Queen, and that gets me 2 treasure from the top of the deck. I've got a couple of friends here. I can have one of these friends in play, and I'd have to get rid of the other one. So I would go ahead and just play the Gnat. Get rid of the treasure, the Hatter. So, why is treasure important? Unlike in Munchkin, you're not trying to get to level 10 to win. In this game, you're playing until all of these treasure cards have been drawn by players, and whoever has the highest total amount of gold on the card, you'll notice in the bottom right-hand corner here, kind of like in regular Munchkin, that will determine who wins. So whoever has the highest amount in number at the bottom right-hand corner wins the game at the end. And you get treasure by beating monsters. So like you see, the White Queen gives you 2 treasure. The Queen of Hearts gives you 3. The Jabberwock over here gets you a huge 5, as well as the Bandersnatch. Another thing I would want to note, the spots on the board here that have those monster spaces, if you land on them, you warp all the way over to their space. So, or excuse me, the wrong one. So the Red Queen over here. If you hit this spot, you'll go over to the Jabberwock. If you hit this spot, you'll go over to the Bandersnatch. You can also ask for help. So another thing from regular Munchkin that's in the game, the difference is you don't have to be on the same spot on the board. You just have to be within 6 spaces. You can ask for help and they can help you out. They don't have to necessarily, but it might help you guys if it comes down to it. So the elements of Munchkin are there. You have teaming up, you have fighting monsters, you have cool allies and weapons and loot and stuff like that. The difference really is the way it's played. It's a little bit simpler. It's very good for kids who don't have a lot of reading comprehension just yet. The bonuses are all very straightforward. It's just a pretty easy to learn little game, and it's really pretty. So guys, that is Munchkin Wonderland. So that's the game. Hopefully that gives you a good idea of what it is. Like I said, it's one of the ones we get asked about quite a bit. If you have a family and you want to teach them Munchkin, maybe they haven't experienced a full game of Munchkin, Munchkin Wonderland makes a great choice. You can actually find this at your local game store coming up a little bit later this month, next couple of weeks. Or actually, I guess next month, next couple of weeks of that. We will have this in stores. Like I said, great for kids, great for families, though, and it plays really quickly, so you don't have to experience the full Munchkin game, which could last a little bit longer than this. It's a great one for families. Also, the artwork from John Kovalik is amazing. As you can see, you got some really, really cute artwork. The colors are very vibrant. I love the pink and the pastels that are used in this game. Super, super great. It's a really fun little game. I hope you guys get a chance to pick it up. And you can join us next week on Facebook Live. We'll be doing another SJ Games Live here. Just like our page. You'll get an alert whenever we go live here. Next week, we're going to be talking about the Munchkin Collectible Card Game, which we also talked about last week, if you want to take a look at our last video. And you can pre-order that game at your local game store as well. Just print out the sheet below or above, wherever you're viewing it. It's in the description of this video. And you'll be able to fill out that sheet and give it to your local game store, and they can pre-order the Munchkin Collectible Card Game for you. That's coming out February 2018. So guys, thanks for joining us on this edition of SJ Games Live. I hope you join us next time. Thanks for tuning in.